What's going on YouTube? Achilles here, and today, the new set just released and I put together a Dimir Reanimator deck as the first deck. And the reason why I chose this deck to build first was because I read Neach, Pinnacle, Pariah, and this card is really interesting. The other villains you control get +2/+2 isn't really relevant to what we're trying to do, but the first thing that's really good is your maximum hand size is 8, and the other effect that really makes this card super good is at the beginning of your end step, if you have fewer than 8 cards in your hand, draw cards equal to the difference. So what this reminds me of after I read that is it reminds me of Atraxa in the sense that you bring out Atraxa, you fill your hand back up, and it keeps you in the game. So you could be in a grindy matchup and have like 1 or 2 cards or even no cards in your hand. You have this out, and then at the end of the turn, if it sticks, you have 8 cards back in your hand. We're also trying out Withar, Cocoon Keeper, which is a very interesting card because it gives an extra strategy in your back pocket of if your opponent is trying to win quickly, or if you happen to be very low on life, you could play this and swap life totals with you and your opponent. And if you're not reanimating anything to swing, then your opponent should be at full life, so this card will pretty much just get you back to full life if you need that as a game plan. We're trying out the Terminus of Return, which is a mana rock, and we could also meet the requirement later on to potentially return a creature card from our graveyard to the battlefield. And with Eerie Gravestone, it has a lot of value for 2 mana. Not only does it draw you a card, but you could sacrifice this card for 1 and a black source to mill 4 cards, and then you get to put a creature card from among them into your hand. With Tearle Entropic Hunger, it might not seem like the best card at first, but the whole idea is if this gets milled or discarded, then you could use it from your graveyard by paying 2 mana, and then you get to look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. With Hex of Undeath, it acts as a big Zombify play for later in the game if you can't win early on by just reanimating with Zombify on curve. So if the game just happens to drag on, this card will get stronger the more creatures you get in the graveyard. And the only new land we're playing is Multiversal Passage, which is a really good card for any deck that's playing more than 1 color. It'll help you fix your mana on curve and get you exactly what you need. So let's get right into this list. We got 2 Valgavoth's Faithful, 4 Roiling Dragonstorm, 1 Eerie Gravestone, 4 Bitter Triumph, 1 the Terminus of Return, 2 Kiora the Rising Tide, 4 Zombify, 1 Tearle Entropic Hunger, 4 Overlord of the Balemurk, 1 Marang River Regent, 1 Hex of Undeath, 1 Withar Cocoon Keeper, 1 Neach Pinnacle Pariah, 1 Sin Spira's Punishment, 1 Summon Knights of Round, 2 Ardyn the Usurper, 3 Valgavoth Terror Eater, 1 Summon Bahamut, and for lands we got 2 Islands, 3 Swamps, 2 Gloomlake Verge, 4 Undercity Sewers, 4 Watery Grave, 4 Conduit Pylons, 2 Multiversal Passage, and 4 Starting Town. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos. Let's get right into these games. Okay, we get to go first. I'm keeping this. It's debatable. But I am going to put it in the graveyard. The only reason why is we are playing 4 Overlord of the Balemurk, so it's very easy to get back Valgavoth's Faithful in this deck. And it is this easy. So now we play Kiora next turn, hopefully finding our 4th land for the following turn. And that'll be very big for us. So next turn we'll go for Ardyn, and then Ardyn will get the Overlord because we want to find something, or should I say more fuel for the Ardyn, and Mostly just to find something for the other Zombify we have in our hand, of course. So we're going to do that. Get our buddy Ardyn. Or should I say, hopefully get Ardyn out. If they counter it, we will have 7, though, for Kiora, which is very good. That's fine. We'll bring out our Octopus with Kiora. So either way, we're just putting pressure on them. Okay, so now we're going to go for Zombify. Ardyn. Ardyn will get the Overlord. Fill up the graveyard with more great cards. Skip back a bunch of Kioras. If we find a 5th land before we do anything, we could reanimate again if we needed to. But they only have 2 mana left to work with, so I wonder what they're going to do. Yep, knew that was coming. Can't find that 5th land. So funny. Let's get rid of these 2. Maybe we'll find it with this. No, we still don't. It's insane. Alright, so they definitely have to board wipe this. Or not. Interesting. What does one do here? I really want to find that land. There it is. So if we swing with everyone, what will that do for us? I'm going to go for the swing. We're going to be milling a bunch of cards, which is horrible, but this is what we're going to do. It's just we're going to assume next turn is going to be our... But the next turn is going to be the turn where they attempt to board wipe, or else they're going to lose. Because they have to block the majority of this. Let me just get rid of the Bisa. Give him a better reason to board wipe. I'm just sending it like that. I don't want to waste any more cards in my deck. No board wipe. We get it. Okay, we don't really have any early plays, that's the only problem. Okay. That's a good card to draw. Those aren't good cards to mill, though. Man, that's horrible. Just 3 lands and a Zombify. Hate to see it. But we did draw the Kiora, which makes up for everything, of course. Get rid of Wither and the River Regent, which are the best 2 cards in our hand to have in the graveyard. So if they bring us to a low life count, we could use Wither and then swap life totals, which is insane. But we need to find that 4th land. That's the only issue right now. Yeah, they're just going for all the damage. So if we find that land, I might go for Wither. Let's close. Cure is better, though, to play, I think, right now. Here's the land. So all we have to do is not lose, play Wither, and we're going to be fine. I bet they don't even realize that I'm going to do that. They just swing with everyone like, yeah, no big deal. And now it's time. It's just the best thing to do against an aggro deck, honestly. Because it's like, you did all that work, and now you're the one that took all the damage. And look at that, we got it. Not a bad start. Go for Watery Grave. Go from there. I don't think we need any more lands right now, but we got the Summon Knights around in our graveyard. We could also get Marang in there next turn with the second Roiling. Just need one more turn to get to our fullest potential. It's turn 4 we Zombify, and then things get interesting. This might be the better card to get in there, actually. So what's really nice is next turn we go Zombify on Sin, and it will exile a card at random, and the only permanent that I'll always go for at the end is Summon Knights around, so potentially we get the passage out for free. So that's the benefit of what we're doing this turn coming up. So we're going to go for Sin. I mean, I could go for Bitter Triumph at the end of the day still, but I still think we're going to have enough creatures on the board where we could block the Manifold Mouse completely. And let's see. And we survive. So we're going to do this. We're going to discard Marang, pay the ward. So now all we have to do is not lose. And what that means is we'll be able to swap life totals with their opponent next turn. Aw, they didn't even let us do it. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comments section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.